It is time for our weekly writing focus. This is for the week of April 13th, so you can watch this any day that week. In the weekly writing focus folder in Schoology, we're going to work on this one that is called Ways to Spell Words. This is a chart that is not new, so friends, I'm hoping you remember this, but we talk about it all the time because spelling is hard and we have to keep learning new strategies to spell. So this is where you find it. I have it a little bit bigger over here. So ways to spell words. When you are writing your realistic fiction stories, or maybe you're writing something to go along with your scholastic reading lessons, make sure you think of these things. So the first one, we learned this way long ago, maybe September. Say it, slide it, hear it, write it. So they show you 4 little things. You're going to say the word, you're going to slide your finger across, and then you're going to listen and write the sounds you hear. There are always words that are hard for first graders to spell because they're not first grade words. So we're not going to spell every word perfect, but we're going to write all the sounds that we hear and use everything we know to spell those words. The next one is using snap words. This one's a little tricky because we don't have our word wall with us, unfortunately. So when we talk about snap words, they're words you know in a snap. So you should have kind of a list of those in your brain. So if you have a word that's a snap word, you should be able to pull it out of your brain and write it, and those are a little bit quicker. And then if there's a word that sounds like a snap word you can use that to help you also. Listen for little words inside. So this one, it's really small, but it says winter. Inside that word is the word in. So when you're kind of tapping those sounds out, inter, you should know that in, that's a snap word. Lots of words have small words inside of them, so you can always try to find those. Okay, this orange one says use words you know. We talked about that a little bit with the snap words. If you know a word in your brain, you're very good at spelling it, there might be another word that sounds like that. And that word you know can help you with the words you don't know. Next, write it part by part. This is good for really long words like this word, crocodile. So you might need to just sound out part by part and write it. So just like we said on the first one, say it, slide it, hear it, write it. Maybe you're going to do that only for the first part of the word. Maybe you only do croc when you're writing the word crocodile, and then you can move on to the next part. This blue one says listen for syllables and write sounds, use a vowel. So syllables, remember that's when we clap. So if we were going to do the word syllable, let's see how many syllables are in the word syllable. Syllable. So each syllable, I'm going to think of the sound. So if I was doing the word inside, inside. So I might write the sounds for the first clap, in, and then the second clap, side. The other thing to remember is that each syllable has its own vowel. We talk about every word has a vowel. Also, syllables each have their own vowel. So make sure you're not skipping those vowels. This last purple one, this is a new one for today. This says skate across the word. So once you write it, you kind of want to put your finger under it, read it, kind of smooth it out, and make sure the letters that you write make sense. If you need to fix something, fix it. Okay, we know how to do that. We edit all the time. So these are some things to remember while you are writing and spelling. Just because you're not at school doesn't mean you can't still use these same strategies. So look at that chart if you need some help while you are writing this week.